If you ask anyone who runs a business how they move towards achieving their goals and how they evolve over time, they're going to tell you that they've got a vision. They've got a plan, like a roadmap that helps them navigate their way to the destination that they want to reach. And it's important that in our own lives, we have exactly the same thing. And I want to share with you exactly how you can make your own life at least 100% happier by adopting some of the same strategies that work for huge corporations, small businesses, and other people all over the world. I'm Simon Chapple, and I help people who want to quit drinking and change their lives. I'm the author of the book, How to Quit Alcohol in 50 Days, and the Sober Survival Guide. If you haven't read either of the books, jump onto Amazon. You can read them now, or head over to my website and you can download a totally free sample. I also run an amazing members only stop drinking program. If you visit joinbesober.com, you can try it free for 14 days if you're looking to change your relationship with alcohol. I also put out new videos every Tuesday and every Thursday right here on my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon and you'll get notified every time there's a new video. You'll never miss another one. So let's talk about how to make your life happier with some simple tips and tactics that you can bring straight into your day-to-day immediately if you think that there's something that's going to work for you. The first thing I would recommend doing is getting really clear on your core values. Many people don't spend the time looking at their values and understanding their values. However, our values are a signpost to what makes us happy, to what brings us sadness and emotional discomfort. So by spending just a little bit of time getting clear on what your values are, you're going to set yourself up for success when it comes to knowing what you should be doing in your life. On the screen now, you can see a list of some of the most common values. I recommend whittling the list down to about 10 to 15 values for yourself. What are the ones that really apply to you? Once you've got 10 to 15 values, refine it down again. So you've got about 6 to 8 that you're left with. Those will be your core values. And these values can give you a roadmap for the way that you lead your life. For example, if kindness to others and honesty are key values for you, then you're probably going to find if you're working in a job that is high pressure sales and you're bending the truth to people just to get the deal done, you're not going to be happy. It's pushing against your core values. It's going to lead to emotional upset. You might not even realize why. So as well as making sure we do things that align with our values, it's equally as important not to do things that oppose our values. So this will give you great insight on what can bring joy into your life and what's going to bring pain and discomfort into your life. So it really is a process that's worth doing, as is getting a vision board. Vision boards are extremely powerful and allow us to stay focused on what it is we want to achieve and how we're going to get there. So once you've clarified what your values are, you'll be able to get clear on what your goals are, what that vision is. What do you want to achieve? You might find that your values give you some real clarity about the things that you love. They certainly should do. And from this, you can start to set goals that align with your values. And it might be big goals like changing jobs, getting married, having a baby. And there might equally be smaller goals. For example, start exercising more regularly or change your diet. It could be anything. And don't limit yourself by only including the goals that you think are easy to achieve or are completely possible. When we put our mind to it, we can achieve the impossible too. So don't restrict yourself. So the next stage after you've clarified your values is to write down your goals. What is it you want to achieve over the short, medium, and long term? Get those down, get a vision board, and then find some images that represent those goals. Maybe you could cut them out of a magazine or a newspaper and have them on your vision board. You can also put some post-it notes on there if you needed to add any notes next to specific images. Once you've done that, break the goals down into smaller chunks. For example, if one of your goals was to move house, to buy a bigger home, for example, you might break that down into stages. The first stage might be to look at the finances and find out how much you can afford. The second stage might be to research different areas, to start looking at different properties. And then the third stage might be the negotiation process and the legal side of things before you actually move in. So if you can break a goal down into more manageable chunks, into smaller goals, you're going to find it helps you navigate to the place you want to get to. And you can tick those smaller goals off as milestones on the path to achieving the overall objective. And you can do that with smaller goals, medium size and large goals as well. Don't hold yourself back. The more you put into a vision board, the more it's going to help you. I also recommend adding positive affirmations onto the board as well. Know that you can achieve these things. You've got a plan. It is going to take some work and some focus, but you're showing up every day and you're putting the work in. Having some positive affirmations and some positivity quotes on your board is definitely going to help you. And take the time to celebrate what you've already achieved. You've probably already achieved things in your life where you've had to be determined, you've had to put hard work in, and you've had to overcome obstacles. Don't ignore that. Make sure you notice it and know that you have those qualities. You have that ability when you need to, when you want to achieve something badly enough. You're able to hit things head on and you're able to overcome it. So make sure you celebrate your achievements. And as you go forward and tick off the smaller goals, make sure you celebrate those milestones too. And try and avoid getting obsessed about any of the goals you've got on your board. It can be easy to think that you have to achieve something by a specific time. Try and be gentle with yourself, be kind. Sometimes things can take longer than we hoped, or it becomes more challenging than we'd originally thought, and other obstacles get thrown up along the way. Be flexible, be versatile, and above all, be kind and compassionate to yourself. Treat yourself like your own best friend as you move towards achieving the things that you want to achieve. If your best friend was trying to buy a new home and they hit some obstacles along the way that meant it would be delayed for 3 months, you wouldn't give them a hard time over it. But we can often talk to ourselves negatively. We can blame ourselves, beat ourselves up and put ourselves in a poor, negative mental state. Whereas a friend, you would probably fill them with encouragement and tell them that things are going to be fine and help them with advice and tips. So make sure you do the same to yourself. Be your own best friend. It's one of the best things that you can do. And make sure you look at your vision board and update it as often as possible. It's really going to help you see that you've got a sense of purpose. You're moving towards the things that you want to achieve. You're successful and in a good place already, but you're moving towards making your life so much better. And don't just include material things on your vision board. Think about what you need to be happier, to feel more fulfilled, and to bring more joy into your life. And get that down as a goal as well. Maybe you need to show up daily and do self-development or personal growth work. Think about what aligns with your values, what you need to bring into your life to be happier, and get it on your board as a goal. Break it down, know what you need to do, understand what the smaller steps are so that you can navigate your way towards that goal. And before you know it, you're going to be feeling a whole lot happier and a whole lot more fulfilled. And you probably know when you've experienced anxious thoughts in the past, when we have worries about things, once we've made a plan, we always feel better. Your vision board can be an overarching plan for the short to the long term of our lives. It makes you feel better. It instantly eases anxiety by giving you a sense of direction and a sense of knowing exactly what it is you need to do to get where you want to be.